Now, verbs are of two types. One is main verb, which is the action word, like
Yes.
play, run, dance, jump. Okay. So now it can also be like some words actually show you physical action, right?
Yes.
Some words, they will not show you the physical action, but it might be a thought. Okay. Or it might be something you see where your body doesn't do any movement, right? But it's still considered as a verb. Like
Yeah.
I think, right? I see, I look. These words are also your verbs. Okay, but
Yes.
all of them are called as main verbs. Okay,
Yes.
now we have something called as helping verbs. Okay,
Yes.
helping verbs, they come in tenses to help the main verb. Okay, they can stand alone as well by themselves. Okay, but they also come in tenses to help the main verbs. So now what are
Yes.
helping verbs? Okay, helping verbs are of three kinds. One is the be form. Okay,
Yes.
the be form is the one which tells us the state of being, like how something is. Okay, like you are a boy, like
Yes.
I am a woman. This is a class going
Yes.
on. So here, what words I'm using are, am, is. Correct? For present tense, I'm using is, am, are. Right? If I'm
Right.
talking about past, I will say was or were. Okay? So they just tell us
Yes.
state of being, how something is. Okay? Then we have the do form of verb. Now, what does the do form say? It tells us what is happening. Okay?
Yes.
Like you do your homework, right? He
Yes.
does, okay? Then he does his work. Correct? Or um, I did my cooking, right? So here the action, okay, what we are doing is told by the do form. Now we have
Yes.
third form, which is have form. Okay, have form tells us about possession, like what we have, right? Like you have a notebook, I have a phone, right? You had your
Yes.
exams, correct? So here for
Yes.
present we will use has or have, and for past we'll use had. Okay, so all these are called the helping verbs. They can come alone, okay, or by themselves in a sentence, or they'll come in tenses to help the main verb.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll tell you once we go to the tenses, I'll tell you which tenses they come in. Okay,
Yes.
now main verb has in total five forms. How many forms?
iPhones.
Five forms. Okay, so now these forms are the ones which we use in a tense. So, present simple form is also called the base form, that is the root word or the base word, or it's also called the infinitive form. Okay, so that is the basic word of the verb,
Yes.
right? Then we have present simple S form. Okay, S is singular. So, here, if I am talking when we speak, okay, we use pronouns, correct? And we
Yeah.
use nouns to talk, right? So this S form is used when you're using pronouns like he or she. Okay, like I get, he gets. I do, he does. I find, he finds. Correct? So for
Yes.
he, she, and it, we use S form.
Yes.
Okay? Then there is a present participle form. Now, this present participle form is used in all continuous tenses. Okay, it is the root word with ing. You add ing to the root word, like hurt becomes hurting, get becomes getting, do becomes doing, find finding, send,
Send.
teach.
Teaching.
Okay, so here what we are doing, we are adding ing to it. This will
Yes.
come only in continuous tenses. Which tenses it will come?
Present continuous tenses.
Not only present, any continuous
Also.
tense. Okay,
Yes.
then past simple form. Okay, so here this form we use in past simple tense. Okay,
Yes.
so I'm not giving examples of the first word, because first word is an exception which is same for all tenses. Okay, so when I'm giving you example, I'll give you for any other word. Okay, like the word get, in past simple I'll say I got. Correct,
Yes.
like I get chocolates on my birthday. Okay, I got chocolates yesterday on my friend's birthday, or
Yes.
my friend you know, uh, so I got chocolates when I went for the party at my friend's birth. Okay, in past participle form, now this form, okay, it is only used when we are using perfect tenses. Which tenses?
Perfect tenses.
Okay, so we will not use the past simple or the present simple form in perfect tense, though the tense name of the tense will be present perfect. Okay, but what form I'll use past participle form. Okay,
Yes.
name of the tense will be past perfect. I'll use past
Yes.
participle. Name of the tense will be future perfect. I will use which form? Past participle.
Yes.
Okay, now whenever I'm using this form, okay, I will always be using the helping verb, okay, has, have, or had with it. Okay, so depending on my tense, I will use the helping verb. This word will never come on its own. It will always have the helping verb, has or have for present tense, had for past tense, and will have for future tense. Okay,
Yes.
so these are the forms, okay, of verb. Verbs will be in five forms. All these five forms will be used in our tenses. Fine. Okay. So now
Yes.
let's go to our tenses. Any questions you have on this part? You want to
No
take a
more.
minute, go through and ask?
No more. It's fine.
Okay.
I
Okay.
understood.
Okay. So now let's go to our tenses. So now first and foremost is your simple present tense, right? So in simple present tense, which form do we use from the verb tenses?
The present simple one.
Okay, it's also called as base form or infinitive form.
Infinitive form. Yeah.
Hmm? So now what is a simple present tense and when do we use this tense? So a simple present tense is not used to tell you about an action which is happening now.
Yes.
Okay, it is a tense which is used to either talk about a fact or a habit, okay, or an activity which happens at a regular interval.
Yes.
Okay, so like you go to school every day, right? You
Yes.
eat dinner at 9 p.m. every night,
Yes.
right? So here what is it? What are these activities? These are regularly happening. Now the regularity, okay, can be daily, can be weekly, can be monthly, can be yearly also.
Yes.
Okay, it doesn't have to be that these activities happen every day. Like you get your results month of April every year, right? So here this is annual activity, right? But it
Yes.
is a regular activity which happens. So now here the verb form which we are using is which one? Present simple form or the base form. Okay, we also use the S form. In present
Yeah.
simple we also have the S form, correct? So I study, but if I say he, I'll say studies.
Studies. Yes.
Correct? Okay, now there are certain rules in spellings, okay, which we have to remember. Whenever it's Y at the end, okay, we have to replace the Y with I
Yes.
and then add ES. Okay,
Yes.
now when do we add uh, ES? Okay, it's mainly when the words end with the sounds like CH, okay, SH
H.
or X.
H.
Correct. Okay, or S. So any of these will be the last words, then you will add ES. When it is Y, you will add IES. Okay. So here we will be using only the present simple form of verb, okay, or
Yes.
the present simple S form of verb, right? So let's see the sentence. He studies grammar every day. Okay. So now here there are certain keywords, okay, which tell us that what tense I'm going to use. Okay, now what are the keywords? Like the words like always, usually, often, sometimes, okay, rarely. These words tell us when we are going to use this present simple tense.
Yes.
Okay, then he does his homework every day. Okay, we'll
Yes.
eat after he gets here. Okay, now
Yeah.
here there are two tenses. One is future tense and one is present simple tense. Okay, so in present simple tense, okay, One thing you have to remember is we use the base form of the verb or the S form of the verb. Okay.
Yes.
And it is an activity which happens at the regular interval, right? And the
Yes.
keywords we use in these sentences are always, usually, often, rarely, never, every day. Okay. So if we get time, I'll give you 10 minutes to write down as well. All
Yes.
right. Now, next is present continuous tense. Now, present continuous tense is the one which actually happens
Now, which is happening?
now. Correct? Okay. So here the activity is currently happening. It has started now. Okay. And it is still in continuation now.
Yes.
Now here the auxiliary verb come in place. Okay. So whenever you are using a continuous tense, we have to take help of the auxiliary or helping verbs. So in present, the helping verbs will be is, am, are. Okay. And the main word will have ing added to it. Like eat becomes eating, play becomes playing, jump becomes jumping. Okay. So is jumping, are jumping, right? Or am jumping. It depends on what is the noun or pronoun. Okay. As
Yes.
per that, we will use the helping verb. Okay. Now let's see the example. I am eating. Okay. He is eating. And they are eating. Okay. So what is the difference? When it is I is always called as the first person pronoun. Okay. We will always say I am.
Yes.
Okay. We cannot say I is or I are. Right. Then
Yes.
he, she, and it. They are the third person pronouns.
Yeah.
Okay. They will always have is.
Yes.
Okay. And the others which are plural. Okay. Plural is more than one. Like we, they, okay, you. We will use are for them. We
Yeah.
are, they are, you are. So you can be both singular or plural. Okay. But the auxiliary verb or helping verb which comes with it will always be are.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what is the first person, second person, and third person pronoun? When you talk about yourself, you will use the first person pronoun.
Yes.
Okay. When you're talking about the person whom you're speaking with, you will use the second
Can-
person pronoun, which is you. And when
Yeah.
you're talking about someone else, which is not at the moment in your conversation, you will use the third person pronoun, which is he, she, or it. Okay.
Yes.
Now, the keywords for present continuous will be like now, right now, okay, or this quarter, or at this moment, or these days. Okay.
Yes.
These are some of the keywords which we can see in the sentences, which tell us that this is the activity which is happening at this moment. Like I can't talk on the phone now as I'm eating lunch. Okay. So since the activity of eating is going on, I cannot speak.
Yeah.
Okay. Then comes the past tense. Okay. Past simple tense. Now, in past simple tense, which form of verb do we use?
The past, simple past. Yeah.
The simple past verb. Like eat becomes, what will eat become in simple past?
Eight.
Correct. Then what will play become in simple past?
Did.
Then what will teach become in simple past? Taught. Correct. Okay. So
Yes.
here we'll use the simple past tense of the verb. Now, in some cases, what we do is we use the word did.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, whenever we are using the word did, the word did is in which tense? Tense. Correct. So now the word did is already in past tense. So the main verb which we use, okay, with did,
Of present.
it will be of present
Present.
simple. Correct. Okay. So did with present simple. So did eat, did play, right? Did jump. Okay. So here keywords would be like yesterday, last week, last month, okay, this morning. So it's an activity which is already over, right? So the
Yes.
words which will tell you that it is over will be something that is in past. Okay, like last month I went. Okay, or yesterday I did something, right? So the words will be related to past. Next is past continuous. Okay, now again, because it is continuous tense, the main verb will be in the present participle form, which is your ing form. Correct? But what will be the helping verb over here? In present continuous, was and were. Correct. So in present continuous, what was the helping verb?
MR.
Is mr. Okay. So here I will use was or
Word.
were. When do I use was? When it is singular.
Singular noun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like I was, he was, she was. Okay. When
Yes.
will I use were? When it is plural. Like we were, they were. Okay. You were. Now you always has a plural verb with.
Yeah.
Like, okay. So I was eating when you called. Right. So here someone called, which was in the past. Right.
Yeah.
What was I doing? I was eating. So here the keywords can be either while or when or during, because a past continuous action is something which is in progress, right? So while one action is happening, another will be happening. So that's why the word while or when or during are some of the keywords. Okay. Now the perfect tense. Okay, first let's do present perfect, then let's do past perfect. So present perfect tense, okay, is an activity which has happened in past, okay, but which can still happen now in present as well. Okay, that's why it's called present perfect. Okay, so it is something which has relevance even now.
Yeah.
Okay, now whenever we are writing in present perfect tense, first thing is we'll use the past participle of the main verb. Correct? Like the word get becomes got or gotten.
Gotten. Yeah.
Yeah. Then the word teach becomes taught. Okay.
Yeah.
The word give becomes given.
Given. Yeah.
Okay. And in present perfect tense, our helping verb will always be has or have. Okay. Has is for which noun?
As is for singular nouns.
Correct. And have for
Plural nouns.
plural. Okay. So I have eaten Indian food 2 times or twice. Right. So here, what does it say? That I have eaten till now twice. Right. But I can
Yeah.
eat again. Right. There is a possibility of me doing that action again.
Again.
And that's why I use a perfect tense over here, because it has happened in past, but it can happen now in present as well. Okay. I have had this rucksack for 5 years. So
Yeah.
5 years back I bought it, but I'm still using it. Right.
Yeah.
And I'll be continuing using it. Right. I have been here since 8 a.m. So from 8 a.m. I am here until now I have not left. Okay. So here the keywords are usually the words like already, yet, just, ever. Okay. Or either the word since with a given time, like since 8 a.m. for and how many hours. No, like for 2 hours or for 2 days, or the words like just or recently or lately. These are the keywords for present perfect tense. Now, past perfect tense. Okay, in past perfect tense, we will use the same past participle form of the main verb, right? But
Yeah.
the helping verb will change. Verb will be had, which is the
Had.
past form. Okay, we do not use any other helping verbs in perfect tense, only has, have, had, or will have. Now, this is an activity, okay, which was in continuation in the past, okay, before another activity in the past. So, it
Yeah.
happened for some time in the past while another completed. Like I had already eaten when they arrived.
Yeah.
Okay. So, here what are the two actions happening? One is had already eaten, and what is the other?
When they had already arrived.
Arrived, right?
Yeah.
So, arrived is in past simple tense. right?
Yeah.
And had already eaten is in past perfect tense.
Yeah.
Okay, so again here the words which you'll find as keywords will be already, before, or by the time. Okay, some of the keywords.
Yeah.
Okay, any questions till now?
No, ma'am.
Okay, now let's go to future tense. Now, future tense is a tense which has not happened. Okay, but we are quite sure it is going to happen, and that's why we predict, right?
Yeah.
So, here we use a helping verb which is called modal auxiliary. Okay, now modals are verbs like will, can, should, would, okay, must, but we don't use all of them. We use only one word out of them, or there are two actually. Okay, but mainly it's one which is will. Okay, so I will be using the word will in future tenses. Now, if it is in first person like I, then I can replace will with shall as well. Okay, but main word is will,
Yeah.
because will is used for something which is sure going to happen. It's like a prediction which we know is going to happen. Okay, so here our verb forms will be will plus base form of verb, like will play, right? Or will jump, will dance, will eat. Okay,
Yeah.
so I will study after I finish eating.
Yeah.
Okay, so here there are two actions. One is finish eating, another is will
Yes.
study. Okay, so what I will be doing this, right? I'm going to do, so I will study after I finish eating. I will, sorry, the phone is ringing. I'll answer it. Okay, so here we will use either will or will not. Okay, will
Yeah.
is for positive and will not is for negative sentences. The word will not in contraction or in short form is also written as won't. Okay, and I will in contraction is written as I apostrophe double L, which is I'll. Okay,
I
when I
will.
say yes, so when we say this word, okay, the sound will be I'll answer it. I'll not say the whole word will, I'll say I'll answer it.
Yeah.
Okay, now here the keywords are tomorrow, next week, next month. Okay, now there is one more thing, okay, you have to remember. Now, simple future tense is used for activities which are going to happen in future, okay, which we think are going to happen. But what if an activity is planned in future? Okay, like now your vacations are coming, right? Now you have planned to go to some place. Okay, now you already know the date or the time.
Now
Okay,
the
you have booked.
to be form.
Form.
Yeah. To be form.
It's yeah. So be going
Will.
form. It's
Be.
called be going form.
Yeah.
Okay, why be going? Because be form is mr.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we use the word going.
Yeah.
Okay, like I am going to, right? So here we will use the present continuous tense. Okay, or you can also call as be going form. We can also use the present simple tense in some cases. Okay, like the plane arrives at 5 p.m. tomorrow. So I already know the time when the plane will come. So I'll say the plane arrives. Why? Because it's an activity which is going to happen, which has been scheduled. Okay. Or I'm going to visit my grandparents. Okay. In the month of May. So here you already know that you have decided to go in the month of May. Okay.
Yes.
So in this be going form, we are going to use the helping verbs is MR, depending on whatever pronoun you're using.
Yeah.
Okay. Then next is future continuous tense. So now in future continuous again, this activity which you're going to predict, okay,
Yeah.
it's in continuation in future. So you will be doing it for a while in future. That's why you're using future continuous tense. Okay, like she will be studying when will we arrive.
Yeah.
Okay. So here what we'll do is we'll use will plus the word be.
Be. Yeah.
Okay, and the ing form of the main verb. So will be studying, will be eating, will be playing, will be jumping. Right?
Yeah.
So this form. I'll be staying with my cousin for several weeks. Okay. So this
Yeah.
is for future continuous.
Yes.
Now future perfect tense.
Yeah.
Okay. So in future perfect tense, again it is an activity. Okay, which you are predicting will be happening in future. Okay, it will be happening for a while. Okay, while
Yes.
another activity is
Being
there.
performed.
Right,
Yeah.
correct. So I will have finished studying by the time you arrive. So here you just predicting, like your mother told you, okay, that Pranil, make sure you complete your homework. Okay, and your mother is going out somewhere. Then what will you say? Yes, Mama, I will have finished studying by the time you arrive. Right? That means you're giving her a prediction that for sure I'll be completing it. Okay. Now the this part of the tenses are used very rarely. Okay, because generally when you're writing and all, you will be using present or past tense, right? A future perfect tense is very rare in using. Okay, but yes, of course, sometimes when we make promises and all, we can use it, isn't it, while speaking? Like, you don't worry, I'll have finished it, right? Okay, so here again, we'll have plus past participle form of the main verb. Okay,
Wow.
your keywords will be when or by the time.
Yeah.